The haunting tales of the Edinburgh South Bridge Vaults, ghosts, mysteries, and the infamous Mr. Boots. The Edinburgh South Bridge Vaults, an underground maze of history, tragedy, and lingering spirits. If you have ever been drawn to tales of ghosts and supernatural encounters, then you're in for a spine-chilling treat. These vaults, hidden beneath South Bridge in the heart of Edinburgh, have stood witness to centuries of human life and death. The South Bridge Vaults were constructed in the late 18th century as a series of chambers beneath Edinburgh's bustling South Bridge. Originally intended to house taverns, workshops and storage spaces for merchants, they quickly fell into disuse as dampness and poor ventilation rendered them unsuitable. Over time, the vaults became a shadowy refuge for the city's poorest, a den for criminals, and even a scene for unspeakable acts. Today, these chambers are famed not for their history of commerce, but for their chilling reputation as one of the most haunted places in Scotland. Visitors to the vaults often report unexplainable phenomena, disembodied whispers, sudden temperature drops, and the sensation of being watched. The vaults are said to host a caste of restless spirits, each with their own story to tell or conceal. Among the most commonly encountered are shadowy figures that dart through the corridors, faint cries echoing in the darkness, and ghostly touches that make your skin crawl. But one spirit stands out above the rest, a menacing presence known as the Watcher, or, more ominously, Mr. Boots. Imagine walking through the vaults, your footsteps echoing in the quiet gloom, when suddenly you feel it, a sense that someone is there, watching from the shadows. That someone is thought to be Mr. Boots. Mr. Boots is described as a tall, shadowy figure with an aura of hostility. Named after the heavy, echoing sound of his boots, he's infamous for his disdain for visitors. Many who've encountered him report feeling a sense of unease, as though they have intruded upon his territory. Some even claim to hear his deep, grumbling voice, or worse, smell the foul stench that seems to accompany his presence. Unlike the other spirits, who might be merely curious or mischievous, Mr. Boots is far from friendly. He's known to lurk in the darker corners of the vaults, watching silently and occasionally making his displeasure known. Some brave souls have reported seeing him materialise, glaring at them with piercing eyes before disappearing into the shadows. The South Bridge Vaults have a dark history, steeped in misery and despair. Over the years, the vaults housed not only merchants and tradesmen, but also families living in abject poverty. Disease was rampant and death was a constant companion. As the years went on, they became a haven for criminal activity, murders, robberies, and other heinous acts that left emotional and spiritual scars on the space. It is no wonder then that such a turbulent past has led to the vaults being associated with lingering spirits. For those brave enough, South Bridge Vaults offer guided ghost tours where stories of Mr. Boots and other spectral inhabitants come to life. These tours take you deep into the belly of Edinburgh, where the air grows heavier and the shadows seem to move on their own. But be aware, you might leave with more than just tales to tell. Many visitors claim to feel touched by unseen hands, heard whispers in empty rooms, or even brought home an inexplicable sense of dread. Edinburgh's South Bridge Vaults are not just a historic site, they are a portal to a world where the past refuses to rest. From the shadowy figures that wander the chambers to the chilling presence of Mr. Boots, these vaults remind us that some stories are never truly finished.